Hello and welcome to Switch Mania. It's your boy Clarence and today I am excited to bring you 30 games that are currently on sale right now. With unbeatable prices and incredible gameplay, these games are must-haves for any true Switch fanatic. From classic franchises to hidden gems, I've scoured the eShop to bring you the best deals on the latest and greatest titles. So get ready to level up your gaming collection without breaking the bank. Don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment. This helps me with the YouTube algorithm and reach more Switch fanatics. And if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button for more great Nintendo Switch content. Subscribing is free, so why not? We have a very long list to go through, so grab a snack and let's dive in. Super Mario Maker 2 is a creative and addictive game that allows players to build their own Mario levels and share them with the world. The game features a wide variety of tools, enemies, and power-ups to choose from, giving players possibilities to create their own unique Mario adventures. Super Mario Maker 2 has a lot of positive features. Firstly, it encourages creativity and imagination, allowing players to design their own levels from scratch. Additionally, the game has a user-friendly interface that makes it easy for players of all ages to create and share their levels. The game's online community also provides a wealth of user-created levels, giving players endless hours of gameplay. Super Mario Maker 2 is a great game for players who want to unleash their creativity and design their own Mario levels. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is an outstanding platformer game that is available exclusively on Nintendo Switch. The game follows Donkey Kong and his friends as they journey through different islands to take on the invading snowmads. The game mechanics are based on the classic platformers but with added features that make it a standout title in the genre. One of the game's most significant strengths is its challenging difficulty level. The levels are thoughtfully designed to offer increasing difficulty, making it satisfying to progress through the game. Furthermore, the game's soundtrack is impressive, with catchy tunes that complement the game's overall atmosphere. It's a must-play game for any fan of platformers. Superliminal is a unique puzzle game that uses perspective and perception to solve challenging puzzles. The game takes place in a dream world where the player has to navigate through a series of levels by using optical illusions to change the size and shape of objects. The game's story is intriguing, with the player taking on the role of a patient in a dream therapy program. As you progress through the game, you'll uncover the hidden meanings behind your dreams and how they relate to your waking life. The game's mechanics are built around perspective and perception, where objects appear to change size based on how you view them. This unique gameplay mechanic keeps the game engaging and exciting throughout. Superliminal is a must-play game for anyone who enjoys puzzle games that challenge your perception and perspective.
Possible.
All you've got to do is wake.
Castilla is a thrilling retro-style platformer game that takes place in medieval Spain. The game is heavily inspired by classic arcade games from the 80s and 90s, with challenging gameplay mechanics and a nostalgic art style. The game's story follows the adventures of Don Ramiro, a knight who is tasked with defeating the cursed creatures that have invaded his homeland. The game's mechanics are based on classic platformer gameplay with the addition of magical weapons, power-ups, and special abilities to help you navigate through levels. The game's difficulty level is high, which makes it challenging but rewarding to progress through the game. Each level is designed to offer a unique challenge, and the game's bosses are particularly challenging, requiring precise timing and skill to defeat. Castilla is an excellent game for fans of classic arcade-style platformers. Super Hydorah is a retro-style shoot-'em-up game that takes players on a journey through space as they battle against an alien threat. The game is heavily inspired by classic arcade games from the 80s and 90s, with challenging gameplay mechanics and a nostalgic art style. The game's story follows the adventures of a spaceship pilot as they fight against the Meropians, an alien race that has invaded the galaxy. The game's mechanics are based on the classic shoot-'em-up gameplay, with a wide variety of weapons and power-ups to collect and upgrade as you progress through the game. One of the game's most significant strengths is its attention to detail. The game's pixel art style is stunning, with each level featuring a unique design that adds to the game's overall experience. Furthermore, the game's soundtrack is excellent, with a catchy and memorable chiptune soundtrack that perfectly complements the game's retro atmosphere. Super Hydorah is an excellent game for fans of classic shoot-'em-up games. Hyper Light Drifter Special Edition is an action-packed adventure game that takes players on a journey through a visually stunning world. The game's story follows a character known as the Drifter, who is on a mission to find a cure for their mysterious illness. The game's mechanics are based on fast-paced combat and exploration. The Drifter has a variety of weapons and abilities that they can use to defeat enemies and navigate through the game's levels. The game also features a unique health system where the player has to collect modules to increase their health. Hyper Light Drifter Special Edition is an excellent game for fans of action-packed adventure games. The game's attention to detail, engaging story, and challenging gameplay mechanics make it a standout title in the genre. With a beautiful pixel art style, an amazing soundtrack, and plenty of content to keep you entertained for hours, this game is a must-play for anyone who enjoys a good challenge. Final Vendetta is a scrolling beat-em-up game developed by UK's Bitmap Bureau, who have drawn inspiration from almost every violent video game of this genre ever made. You have a choice of 3 characters to play, each with its own unique style, moves, and characteristics. The story revolves around the kidnapping of someone, and the player needs to fight off gangs to save the day. While the game may not capitalize much on current-gen hardware, it compensates with its next-level animation and thought, snappy and accurate action. The game features carefully implemented elements from past games such as Streets of Rage and Konami's Vendetta. It has a broad repertoire of moves that is almost too much to handle at times, but with practice, it can be applied in a smart and calculated manner. Overall, Final Vendetta is an excellent addition to the scrolling beat-em-up genre and one that should not be missed. Battle Axe is a retro-style hack-and-slash game developed by Bitmap Bureau, the same team behind the acclaimed Xenocrisis and Final Vendetta. Set in a fantasy world threatened by an evil witch, you must choose one of the 3 heroes and embark on a quest to defeat her minions and stop her nefarious plans. The game features a classic arcade-style gameplay that will instantly transport you back to the 90s, with pixelated graphics and a chiptune soundtrack that will remind you of the golden age of gaming. The controls are simple but responsive, allowing you to perform basic attacks, special moves, and magic spells with ease. One of the most notable features of Battle Axe is its co-op mode, which allows you to play with a friend locally or online. This adds an extra layer of fun and strategy to the game, as you can team up with your partner to defeat bosses and clear the stages faster. Battle Axe is a solid game that delivers on its promise of retro-style hack-and-slash action. SuperEpic: The Entertainment War is a side-scrolling action-adventure game that takes place in a dystopian world where corporations have taken over the world of video games. You play as a raccoon named Tantan, who must fight against the evil Regnant Corp and its army of mind-controlled pigs. Along the way, you'll discover hidden secrets, collect power-ups, and engage in epic battles. What sets SuperEpic apart from other side-scrolling action games is its biting satire and commentary on the state of the video game industry. The game's story is filled with hilarious references to video game culture and pokes fun at everything from loot boxes to microtransactions. If you're a fan of side-scrolling action games or just want a good laugh at the expense of the video game industry, then SuperEpic is definitely worth checking out. Last Day of June is a heart-wrenching adventure game that follows the story of a man named Carl, who is trying to come to terms with the tragic loss of his wife, June. The game takes place on the last day of June, a year after her death, and follows Carl as he explores memories of their time together in an attempt to change the past and save June. The game's mechanics involve solving puzzles to unlock memories, which then allow Carl to travel back in time and alter events in the hopes of preventing June's death. The gameplay is simple but effective, with each puzzle requiring a combination of observation and experimentation to solve. Last Day of June is a beautiful and moving game that is sure to tug at your heartstrings.
But this harmony was not to love.
Grow, Song of the Evertree is a charming and relaxing game that invites players to restore a dying world by growing a magical tree known as the Evertree. The game's mechanics are centered around planting and nurturing various plants, collecting resources, and using them to craft items and build structures to restore the world. The game's story is simple but effective, as you journey through a world that has been devastated by a mysterious blight, meeting various characters along the way who are struggling to survive. As you restore the Evertree, you'll unlock memories that shed light on the world's history and cause of the blight. Grow, Song of the Evertree is a delightful game that offers a relaxing and satisfying experience for players of all ages.
Back to our world.
And so,
Horace is a heartwarming and nostalgic indie platformer that follows the adventure of an endearing little robot named Horace. The game's story is a touching tale of self-discovery as Horace sets out on a journey to find his purpose in a world where robots have taken over. The game's mechanics are a blend of platforming, puzzle solving, and retro-inspired gameplay. Horace can run, jump, and interact with its surroundings using his abilities to overcome obstacles and defeat enemies. The game also features a variety of minigames and challenges that add depth and variety to the gameplay. What sets Horace apart from other platformers is its heartfelt storytelling and unique sense of humor. The game's narrative is filled with emotional moments and memorable characters that will tug at your heartstrings. The witty writing and clever references to pop culture make the game a joy to experience from start to finish. Horace is a gem of a game that offers a heartwarming story, engaging gameplay, and nostalgic charm. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is a poignant and unforgettable adventure game that follows the journey of two brothers on a quest to save their dying father. The game's mechanics are centered around controlling both brothers simultaneously, with each brother controlled by a separate thumbstick or controller. The game's story is a beautiful and emotional tale of brotherly love and sacrifice as the two brothers embark on a perilous journey to find a cure for their father's illness. Along the way, they encounter a variety of obstacles and puzzles that require teamwork and communication to overcome. What sets Brothers apart from other adventure games is its unique control scheme and emotional storytelling. The game's use of dual controls to simulate the actions of two characters at once is innovative and immersive. The game's narrative is also masterful, with a blend of humor, tragedy, and heartwarming moments that will stay with you long after you finish playing. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is a masterpiece of storytelling and gameplay that is not to be missed. Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night is a thrilling and challenging action platformer that pays homage to the classic Castlevania games. The game's mechanics are centered around exploration, combat, and character customization, with players taking on the role of Miriam, a young woman who is fighting to save humanity from a deadly curse. The game's story is a dark and complex tale of betrayal, magic, and redemption as Miriam navigates a world filled with monsters, secrets, and ancient relics. Along the way, she meets a variety of characters, each with their own motivations and agendas, adding depth and complexity to the narrative. What sets Bloodstained apart from other action platformers is its deep and rewarding gameplay system. The game's combat is fast-paced and satisfying, with a wide variety of weapons, spells, and abilities to choose from. The game also features a robust crafting system that allows players to create and customize their equipment, giving them a sense of ownership over their playstyle. Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night is an excellent action platformer that will appeal to fans of the Castlevania series and newcomers alike.
In preparation for landing,
Journey to the Savage Planet is a hilarious and quirky first-person adventure game that takes place on an alien world. The game's mechanics are centered around exploration, resource gathering, and puzzle solving, as players take on the role of a space explorer sent to investigate a distant planet. The game's gameplay is a standout feature, with a mix of platforming, shooting, and resource gathering that keeps the experience fresh and engaging. The game also features a variety of upgrades and gadgets that allows players to customize their playstyle, adding depth and variety to the gameplay. Journey to the Savage Planet is a delightful and entertaining adventure game that is not to be missed. With its unique sense of humor, stunning art style, and engaging gameplay, the game is a must-play for anyone looking for a fun and light-hearted gaming experience.
back on Earth, did you feel sad?
Hey ladies and gents, I have an announcement to make. We've been looking at our YouTube analytics and we noticed that 80% of viewers are not yet subscribed to our channel. Well, you're in luck. This is your chance to subscribe right now because we've decided to give back to our subscribers this month with a special giveaway. Yes, you beautiful person who watches this very instant and already subscribed to the channel. That's right, we're giving away a $20 Nintendo Eshop gift card for US region to one lucky winner. We know it's not a huge amount, but we hope that it will bring a smile to the winner's face. And to be honest, it's all that we can afford right now. To enter, all you have to do is head on over to the link in the description and follow the instructions there. The giveaway will run until the end of the month and we'll be choosing one winner at random. Additionally, for more chances of winning the giveaway, simply answer this question. What game are you excited to get on the list and why? Leave your answer in the comment section down below. We will be announcing the winner on our Twitter account, so be sure to check it out and follow us there. there. We want to thank everyone again for all of your support, and we can't wait to see who wins the Nintendo Eshop gift card. Good luck to everyone who enters, and let's get back to the video. Ghostrunner is a thrilling and intense first-person action game that puts players in the role of a cybernetically enhanced warrior on a mission to take down a ruthless ruler in a post-apocalyptic world. The game's mechanics are centered around lightning-fast movement, precision combat, and reflex-based parkour, making it a thrilling and challenging experience. What sets Ghostrunner apart from other action games is its focus on movement and combat. The game's movement system is fluid and satisfying, with a variety of parkour moves and abilities that allows players to traverse the environment with ease. The game's combat is also intense and rewarding, with a variety of weapons and abilities that require skill and precision to use effectively. Ghostrunner is a must-play for fans of intense first-person action games. With its innovative movement system, intense combat, and thrilling story, the game is a true gem in the genre.
At the core of Dharma City, this means we'll need
Terraria is a 2D sandbox adventure game that offers players endless possibilities for exploration, building, and combat. The game's mechanics are centered around resource gathering, crafting, and exploration, as players take on the role of a character who must explore a vast and vibrant world filled with danger and wonder. The game's crafting system is complex and rewarding, with a wide variety of items and materials to discover and use. The game's combat is also engaging and challenging, with a variety of enemies and bosses to defeat. Terraria is an excellent sandbox adventure game that is sure to delight players of all ages. With its deep and rewarding gameplay systems, engaging story, and charming graphics and sound effects, the game is a must-play for anyone looking for a fun and engaging gaming experience. Indivisible is a unique and captivating action RPG game that combines platforming, combat, and exploration in a colorful and imaginative world. The game's mechanics are centered around a real-time combat system that requires players to strategize and think on their feet as they navigate a variety of challenging enemies and bosses. What sets Indivisible apart from other action RPGs is its innovative gameplay mechanics. The game's combat system is fast-paced and engaging, with a variety of different attacks and abilities that can be combined in unique and interesting ways. The game's platforming elements are also a standout feature, with a variety of different movement abilities and puzzles that require careful thought and precision. Indivisible is an excellent action RPG game that is sure to captivate players of all ages.
Play the award-winning
Portal Knights is a charming and addictive action RPG game that combines exploration, crafting, and combat in a colorful and imaginative world. The game's mechanics are centered around gathering resources, crafting items, and fighting enemies as players explore a variety of different islands and dimensions. The game's story is open-ended, allowing players to create their own narrative through their exploration and interaction with the game's world. The game also features a variety of NPCs who can offer quests and provide helpful advice, adding depth and personality to the game's world. What sets Portal Knights apart from other action RPGs is its focus on cooperative multiplayer. The game allows up to 4 players to team up and explore the game's world together, adding a social and collaborative aspect to the gameplay that is rare in this genre. With its engaging gameplay mechanics, open-ended story, and charming graphics and sound design, the game is a must-play for anyone looking for a fun and collaborative gaming experience.
mightiest castle. Ready yourself.
ABZÜ is a breathtakingly beautiful and immersive underwater adventure game that is both relaxing and awe-inspiring. The game's mechanics are centered around exploration and discovery as players navigate the game's stunning ocean environments, interacting with a variety of different sea creatures and discovering the secrets of the deep. What sets ABZÜ apart from other adventure games is its focus on relaxation and meditation. The game allows players to take their time and explore at their own pace, without the pressure of combat or time limits. The game's world is full of hidden secrets and mysteries, encouraging players to explore and discover everything the game has to offer. ABZÜ is an excellent underwater adventure game that is sure to captivate players of all ages. SKYHILL is a challenging and intense survival horror game that combines strategic decision-making with resource management in a post-apocalyptic setting. The game's mechanics are centered around navigating a hazardous hotel infested with mutated creatures, scavenging for supplies, and making tough choices to survive. The game's story is intriguing and immersive, as players take on the role of a survivor stranded in a hotel after a mysterious biological attack. As players progress through the game, they uncover the secrets of the hotel and unravel the mystery behind the catastrophe. What sets SKYHILL apart from other survival horror games is its unique gameplay mechanics. Players must carefully manage their resources, including food, water, and ammunition, as well as their health and sanity to survive in the hostile environment. Decision making is critical, as players must choose between risky encounters, scavenging for supplies, or finding alternative routes to progress. SKYHILL is a challenging and immersive survival horror game that will test players' strategic thinking and decision-making skills. We the Revolution is a captivating and thought-provoking strategy game that puts players in the role of a judge during the French Revolution. The game's mechanics are centered around decision-making, as players must balance political alliances, public opinion, and personal morality in order to navigate the complex political landscape of the time. The game's story is rich and engaging, with historical figures and events brought to life through beautifully crafted visuals and compelling dialogue. As players progress through the game, they must weigh the consequences of their actions and make difficult decisions that will have far-reaching consequences for their personal and political goals. What sets We the Revolution apart from other strategy games is its focus on morality and ethics. Players must balance their own personal values and beliefs with the demands of their position, and navigate the ethical gray areas that arise in a time of revolution and upheaval. With its engaging story, rich visuals, and atmospheric soundtrack, the game is a must-play for anyone interested in history, politics, or strategy games that offer a deeper level of complexity and challenge. Frogun is a retro-style platformer in which the player controls Renata, the daughter of two explorers who sets out to rescue her parents from the Beelzebub ruins using her trusty frog gun. The game is designed to be fun and can be played with or without the story in mind. The mechanics are simple, with two buttons that control Frogun and allow Renata to jump. The game is divided into 5 different realms, each containing different enemies and obstacles, and each realm ends with a boss battle. The game's art style is pixel perfect and accompanied by a 16-bit soundtrack, capturing the essence of retro gaming. Overall, Frogun is enjoyable, challenging, and visually appealing, and the 16-bit soundtrack perfectly captures the essence of retro gaming. Rise Race the Future is an exhilarating and fast-paced racing game that delivers a futuristic take on the genre. The game's mechanics are centered around high-speed racing and precision driving, with a variety of vehicles and tracks to choose from. The game's story is minimal, with a focus on thrill of the race rather than any sort of narrative. Players can choose from a variety of vehicles, each with its own unique handling and performance characteristics, and race across a range of tracks inspired by real-world locations. What sets the game apart from other racing games is its emphasis on precision driving and skill-based gameplay. The game rewards players for mastering its challenging controls and pushing their vehicles to the limit, with a variety of modes and difficulty levels to choose from. Rise Race the Future is an exciting and challenging racing game that will test players' driving skills and reflexes. Sheepo is a unique and enjoyable game that offers a fresh take on the Metroidvania genre. The premise of saving a planet's indigenous life forms and transforming into different creatures through collected eggs is intriguing. The boss fights are creative and enjoyable, with some being puzzles that require using boss attacks against themselves. The platforming mechanics are compared to classics like Super Meat Boy, but without the frustration, thanks to the simplicity and intuitiveness of the controls. The ability to transform into different creatures with different abilities adds depth to the platforming gameplay, though there is a time limit for each transformation. The health system, represented by a roving insect that changes color to show the player's health status, is clever and easy to understand. I had a positive experience with Sheepo and recommend it for players who enjoy platforming games with unique mechanics, humor, and creativity. Boomerang Fu is a fun and fast-paced party game that combines adorable food characters with frenetic boomerang battles. The game's mechanics are simple, with players using their boomerangs to defeat their opponents and collect power-ups in a variety of whimsical levels. The game's story is minimal, with a focus on multiplayer gameplay and friendly competition. The game features a variety of modes, including local and online multiplayer, and the ability to customize matches with various settings and options. What sets Boomerang Fu apart from other party games is its unique take on the genre, with adorable food characters and a charming art style that will appeal to players of all ages. The game is easy to pick up and play, but offers enough depth and strategy to keep players engaged and coming back for more. Boomerang Fu is a delightful and entertaining party game that will keep players engaged and entertained for hours on end. Smoke and Sacrifice is a captivating and atmospheric survival game that takes place in a dark and mysterious world. The game's mechanics are centered around crafting and exploration, with a variety of creatures to encounter and resources to gather. The game's story is intriguing, with a focus on a mother's journey to save her son and uncover the truth behind the world she inhabits. Players must navigate a range of challenges, including harsh weather conditions and dangerous creatures, as they explore the game's richly detailed environments. What sets Smoke and Sacrifice apart from other survival games is its emphasis on storytelling and character development. The game's characters are well written and engaging, with a range of motivations and personalities that add depth and complexity to the game's narrative. Smoke and Sacrifice is a captivating and immersive survival game that will appeal to fans of the genre who are looking for a deep and engaging narrative. The Portal Companion Collection is a must-have for fans of the iconic Portal series. This collection includes both Portal and Portal 2, two critically acclaimed puzzle platformer games that offer mind-bending gameplay, witty writing, and a unique blend of humor and sci-fi elements. The game's mechanics are centered around using a portal gun to create portals and solve a variety of challenging puzzles. Players must navigate through a series of test chambers, utilizing physics-based mechanics and creative problem-solving to progress. What sets the Portal Companion Collection apart is its innovative gameplay mechanics that challenges players to think creatively and critically. The games offer a satisfying mix of logic puzzles and platforming, with a gradual increase in difficulty that keeps players engaged and motivated to progress. Portal Companion Collection is a must-play for fans of puzzle platformer games, with its innovative gameplay, witty writing, and memorable characters. Additionally, Portal Companion Collection is actually one of the most top-rated Nintendo Switch games, so this is definitely a must-have.
Around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start
Silt is a unique and mesmerizing underwater exploration game that offers a one-of-a-kind experience. The game's mechanics are centered around swimming through a vast and mysterious underwater world, encountering strange creatures and discovering hidden secrets along the way. What sets Silt apart from other exploration games is its fluid and immersive gameplay. Players must navigate through a variety of underwater environments using their abilities to swim, glide, and even manipulate water to progress. The game's mechanics are easy to learn but difficult to master, offering a satisfying and rewarding experience for players. Overall, Silt is a must-play for anyone who enjoys immersive exploration games. Radical Rabbids 2 is a charming and addictive puzzle game that offers a fun and satisfying gameplay experience. The game's mechanics are centered around using a cooking pot to defeat hordes of hungry rabbits, utilizing a variety of tools and strategies to progress through the game's levels. What sets Radical Rabbids 2 apart is its unique gameplay mechanics, which require players to think creatively and use their problem-solving skills to progress. Players must use their cooking pot to capture and defeat rabbits, utilizing a variety of tools and techniques to do so. The game's puzzles are challenging but never frustrating, offering a satisfying and rewarding experience for players. Overall, Radical Rabbids 2 is a must-play for fans of puzzle games, with its unique gameplay mechanics, charming graphics, and addictive gameplay. And that concludes our episode for today. Be sure to check out our other videos for additional gaming content and reviews. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. And as always, happy gaming. Peace.